If you want to build a community around your platform, then you're going to want to watch these next two videos. It's this strategy that we think is most important above creating really cool content, above reviewing data, and that is engaging. It's probably the least sexy part of social media because you can't really automate it. The closest thing you can do is like bots, but most people nowadays can sniff that from a mile away. And because a lot of the bot comments are obvious in terms of the wrong comments on the wrong posts or just being too general, the more genuine your engagement is, the more genuine the response you're going to get. If you're not willing to do that, if you're not willing to engage with your audience, and I don't think you should be doing social media in general, if you're not willing to acknowledge the people who comment on your stuff, if you're not willing to be a part of the conversation, then I really don't think you should be on social media in general, because the whole point of social media is to be social, not just post media, which is what most people are doing. You're just showing their media, not engaging with the people. So by the end of this video, you're gonna have the framework and I think the tools to start building a genuine community and following around your brand. And keep in mind, this isn't going to be something that happens overnight. This is something that compounds over time. The more you're involved in a community, the more they're going to notice your name, and the more that people are going to be curious about you. It's very similar to you going to a particular club or bar, and the bartender or the host or waitress, at that point they're pretty familiar with who you are and what you're about. The strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is involves something we call the 3-2-1 strategy, which is like in 3 posts, leaving 2 genuine comments and leaving 1 direct message that is genuine. So when it comes to engaging with your followers, there's really 4 ways in how you can do this. The first one is very, very obvious, is respond to all comments. Easy enough. But you think it is, but most people, most accounts we've audited, most clients we've worked with, they do an okay job at this. They're losing an opportunity to build an actual fan. What they have when people pay attention to you is just attention. What happens when you engage is the opportunity to start building not just an audience, but also an actual real fan that cares about you and your brand and everything else. Replying to all comments doesn't necessarily require the 3-2-1 strategy, but these next 3 tips do. So the next tip is engage with the highest performing posts on hashtags. You go on the post and then start implementing your 3-2-1 strategy. So go on the post, comment it, cool, you commented on one of the posts, then from there go to the author of that post and start implementing the 3-2-1 strategy. So you already commented, liked and commented on one of their posts, do it for a few more, and then send them a DM saying, yo, notice that you were one of the top performing posts for this hashtag, good stuff. And then that's it. You don't necessarily need to go for an ask, just acknowledge them and give them some props. Or if you're curious in how they got all these likes, ask them for kind of an opinion. People like sharing their tips. I personally love it when people DM me asking me for advice. I don't exactly reply to them immediately, but when I do, I love being able to share the knowledge when I can. I'm a 3-2-1 him. 3, like, and like. Okay, comment on this one. What's this one? Oh, look, double backflip. Cool. I responded to some other people's comments, and then I'm gonna send him a DM. He's a big time influencer. I'm just gonna say, booms, and 1 DM. That's tip 2. Engage with high performing posts on hashtags, and do this for at least 6 to 9 posts on these hashtags. The next tip is engage with relevant influencers. So when you go on an influencer's page, say Gary Vaynerchuk or Lewis Howes, whoever you guys follow, this is where the 3-2-1 strategy comes into play. Like 3 of their posts, comment on 2 of them, send them a genuine DM, something either giving them props or a value proposition. So if you're trying to work with them, tell them you can do like 3 videos for free if you're a video editor, 20 graphic designs for free if you're a graphic designer, something genuine in the DM. So to add it to another level in terms of engagement, aside from the 3-2-1 strategy of liking, commenting, and DMing, like other people's posts as well, because that sends them a notification, and that gets them curious, that brings them back to the original conversation that they were in, and if they see that you like it, they're going to be a little bit curious about you, and that could be a potential new fan, new follower, or someone who's now giving you their attention. And again, adding another layer to that, respond to their comment, something genuine, saying that you agree, whatever it is, but respond to their comments. It brings people back to the discussion and then encourages them to respond back to you, and then conversation starts. Building a loyal fan base or a community around who you are, it doesn't necessarily have to come from your personal brand or your platform. It does start by having legitimate conversations, genuine conversations with other people. And the last tip is, last but not least, I think it's probably one of the most important ones, is engaging with your followers. The thing with a lot of these social platforms is in the news feed or whatever, is that it only shows you content from people you're following. It doesn't show you content from people who are following you. Wherever you're going to be engaging with your followers, go to your followers list, pick any random follower, make sure they're real, because I'm pretty sure that there are some bot followers, and apply the 3-2-1 strategy on them, and then apply on liking other people's comments there and responding to other comments. So that way you're creating depth with these interactions, not just not just little quick hits of feel good. You're taking the time to actually try to get to know a person. And that's it. 4 tips in building deep engagement with your followers. It's one thing to share a post. It's another thing to build an audience. It's an even bigger deal. Another thing to have a genuine community who loves you no matter what you do. I think one of my favorite examples of this is PewDiePie. The people had such a deep connection to this one person that they were willing to go to the ends of the earth to support him. And that's essentially what you want to build. And if you want to build that kind of support for your brand, for your company, whatever it is, you have to go out and engage with the people. You can't expect to put up a lemonade stand and assume that people are going to come to you. It doesn't work that way. If you have a platform, if you have a spot, you have to go out and promote it and share it with other people. You have to hustle and get that attention. Spend at least, I'd say, like 30 minutes every day or every other day engaging. I know that sounds like a lot for some of you, but I was at the DMV not too long ago. All I did was put together a proposal for a new upcoming client. I think that was like about a 1-hour wait. Most people there were just sitting there endlessly scrolling, looking at content. I got proposals done. Okay, for you guys, instead of endlessly scrolling on the content, if you're waiting somewhere, just engage. Okay, build a community around you. So one thing I want you guys to do after this video is just reply all your comments. That's one simple call to action. The most important thing for me as an instructor is that you implement one of these things that we just taught you. It's easy to just absorb the content and know what to do, but it takes it to a whole new level when you actually implement it, because then you start building the habit of something good. You start building that momentum of results. So in the next part of the video, I'm actually going to be hopping onto the screen and sharing you guys how to execute the 3-2-1 strategy on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever has hashtags, so you guys can have like a over the shoulder view of how to do it. So I'll see you guys in part 2. Part 2 of building your community through engagement. So now that you guys understand why it's so important for you guys to be engaging with your audience and with engaging in general, and the 4 strategies that we shared with you guys, now we're gonna do a little bit more of the over the shoulder kind of stuff, see how we execute it. For this demo, I'm primarily going to focus on Instagram, maybe a little bit of Twitter and Facebook, and maybe some LinkedIn as well, just to add a little bit more value in terms of engaging with other people. So let's start off with Instagram, since it's the most popular platform it is. This is a theme account that I'm currently working on. I really have not paid that much attention to it, hence the amount of DMs I got. This is VP's IG. I'm just gonna like that. Okay, so let's engage with some posts, shall we? And I know I haven't been doing a great job engaging with these. So, Jesus, 38 comments. Looks like I've replied to a lot of them already. So I'm just gonna, I would not get past the first one. Vertigo, so it wouldn't. It's flared out. Thanks for sharing. I agree. I think my friend's not my friend. I'm gonna say, can only imagine what going through that is like. Okay, genuine comment. Okay, this is like a easy one. Most of the time I just respond thank you. So I'm just gonna do this. Fire. Okay, it doesn't have replying to comments doesn't necessarily have to be super complicated. Do your best to respond to all the comments within the top 3 to 9 posts. Okay. Being social after posting the media. The way I'm thinking about this, and I shared this with my team last night, is these pieces of content are like your mini concert, and then after, when you engage, is like the Q&A section or the one-on-one fan photos, meet and greets that people do after the shows. So that's responding to all the comments. It just took me 5 minutes to respond to at least like to a good amount. So if you can do like your first 9, that's great. That's good. Okay, if you have an insane amount of comments, maybe the top 3 to 6. Okay, so next up is engaging with top performing hashtags. Breakdance. I know in the previous video I said engage with the top performing posts. I'm going to engage with the top recent posts, and I'm going to pick this one, obviously. Okay, I'm going to turn down the volume on that. That's tight. What a hand hop 90. Okay, I'm gonna say that was, oh dang, sick set, fire, and then that's it. Cool. And then that's 1 comment and like. Okay, this guy's what, B-Boy City. I just liked and commented on one of his posts. Oh dang. One strategy. Let's like 2 more, and then let's comment on 1 more. Doesn't have to be anyone you liked. Okay, or it can be if you want it. Whoa! This is my 2nd comment for this account. Now I'm going to go to the next level and liking other people's comments. See, there's a lot of like, look at these comments right here. These are such spam comments. I mean, it does help with engagement, but you know. Let's see. It was dope, right? Okay, comment on other people's stuff. Like their stuff. Okay, and that's just 1 comment in one of the top posts. Okay, and I would then do this for the next post. Okay, next post here. Okay, best breaking, it's a theme account. Okay, so I'm gonna like 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna go like. Now I can comment onto it. Oh, I forgot to DM. That was my mistake. I forgot about that on the previous one. I'll do it for this one. That flow is so nasty. Cool. One more. This guy doesn't really have a lot of comments. One of the dopest out out there. Okay. Alright. Now let's do a DM. Oops. Loving what you're sharing. Keep it up. Okay. Oh no, not that one. Not prayer hands. Thumbs up. Power to them. Cool. And then let's like other people's comments as well, or respond to other people's comments if they have it, because it doesn't look like they have that much. That's another language. There we go. This one has a lot. But is that even breaking anymore? Or? Yeah, that's this comment I just ran into, definitely an interesting one. Cool, I like that one. So that's a genuine response, and then they're going to get the notification about it, and then they're going to probably check out my page. Okay, and then I repeat the process for the next few. Now I'm going to move on to a recent one, so you guys just getting the idea of how I'm responding to most recent posts. So this one doesn't have the most recent posts. Don't necessarily are not going to have that much likes or that many comments. So that also means you have the opportunity to be first to capture their attention. Cool. So this guy, yeah, right here. Razel 1. Okay. Inappropriate content, so probably not going to like anything else aside from that. Okay, so yeah, be mindful for these types of accounts. Okay, B-Boy Totoro. Okay, looks like he's got more appropriate content, so I'm gonna 3, 2, 1 this dude. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna comment on this one. Okay. What's this doing? He's got a towel. I'm just gonna say that he's already gotten one good response. Boom, like other people's comments, like people's comments. A lot of comments for this one. So this is what I'm talking about. Awesome colors. What? You know what I mean? So, not really. Again, there's a lot of spam comments as you guys are seeing. Okay, I already 3, 2, 1. Send this guy 1 DM. Send response. Dope stuff, my dude. Loving what you're sharing. Keep it up. Then boom, boom, and right there. So this is one of the reasons I'm just focusing on Instagram for this particular walkthrough, because it's already 20 minutes in. I've only commented with top performing hashtags. So you get the idea with the hashtags. You do it the same thing. You see this top performing post, you like it, you go to their page, 3, 2, 1 them, and then you do the same thing for the next few people. Now let's move on to engaging with relevant influencers. I'm gonna say B-Boy Gravity. I'm gonna like it. Ooh, that was dope. What was that? Actually, I'm gonna backstep it. I'm gonna 3, 2, 1 him. 3, like, and like. Okay, comment on this one. What's this one? Oh, was that a double backflip? Cool. I responded to some other people's comments, and then I'm gonna send him a DM. He's a big time influencer. I'm just gonna say booms and 1 DM, and then you do that again for other influencers. The last thing is engaging with your followers. So you go to your followers list right here. I'm gonna pick any random person. So is this cool? 3, 2, 1 them as well. Boom, like. Is that a trick you're trying to do? Oh, that was dope. That was dope. Oh, I already commented on them. I'm gonna just delete it. Post. Okay, let's do it again. Boom. Like any random like, and that's how you engage with your followers. And you do that for as many as you can for each tip. Each tip is not just like, one and done. It's really like go as deep as you can. Allow yourself to go into that engagement rabbit hole. So I'm just gonna engage with one more, and then we're gonna move on to maybe Twitter and LinkedIn. I'm gonna try to keep those short. So pick another random lucky winner for the engagement lottery. This is a completely different language, but let's find something to like. And that is how you do engagement on Instagram. So now let's move on to other platforms such as Twitter and LinkedIn. So go over here, go to any random follower. Watch out for Twitter, because some people do post